Whoa, good morning. I cut that pretty fine. Good morning. Goodness me. Kickoff has just happened. I've had coffee. I've had toast. I'm out of bed. How's it going? I literally cut that this close. Yeah. Count busy is 5:30 is when I set the alarm for. Man, heaps of people here. I sound like a Barry White compared to my normal self. I don't usually talk much this in the morning. How's everybody doing now? If you could do me a favor, I don't actually know the result of the Italy and France game. So if you could just like spam a few random scores, then at least that'll put some doubt in my mind in case somebody comes along later and tells me. I haven't seen it in the comments yet, so I'm assuming France won. But you never know. Tim's already a bottle of rum in. I am still on coffee. I'm a minute and 25 seconds in if you guys are... whoa. Charged down from Matoje and he's regathered. Oh, penalty Scotland. Sealing off. 153-2. It's probably the right score. Okay. Nice. Okay, thank you guys. A few random scores. I don't know which one's the right one. Luke, how's it going, man? Yes, I am out of bed. Apparently my throat's a little bit deeper than it normally is. I'm not usually talking at 5:45. Oh, I've got the game on my whiteboard as well. Better take that away. No, I don't have any moderators, actually. I probably should set up some moderators. That's a good idea. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? Another penalty to Scotland. That's 2 in quick succession. Good morning, Nemo. Josh loves watching Finn Russell play. Yes. If you're going to get up at 5:30 to watch a game, might as well be a game with Finn Russell playing. That's for sure. Score for France. Italy-France was 10 points to 50. Good. I've also heard it was... What else? Oh, they're already gone. No. Where? 100 to 60, 15 to 27, 153-2, 45-34, 3-0, 21-28, 17-35. I don't know which one's the right one because I haven't seen the results, so that's good news for me. Scottish Maul, good news for that. It's actually moving forward. Mark Wilson is hanging about, ready to smash somebody. But he's not given a chance because it's a third penalty in a row to Scotland. Do you have any Bristol Bears kit? I do not. It's the one Premiership kit I seem to be missing the most because I've been watching a lot of their games. Joel's got a funny feeling Wales will win tomorrow. Italy, France, 24-all, abandoned after a streaker with a mask cam on. How'd they get into the stadium? Man, I need to go back and watch this. Rodri, I'm at 4 minutes and 17 seconds. I look tired, Dennis. I just got out of bed at 5:30, so I probably am a bit tired. I'll get there. Scotland. 7 meters out. Maul time. Man, Turner just brought down. Ooh, Scotland could make this interesting with an early score, hey? Am I supporting Scotland seeing as it's a blue kit? In games I'm not that invested in, I usually go with the underdog, so why not? But it's alright. Either way will be fine. No, that's like 4 in a row. Is that 4 or 5? I'm losing count. Are they going to kick? Yeah, they have to kick. Got to take the 3. 5:50 in New Zealand. It is, Donovan. I got up at 5:30 to make sure I had time to get up, wash my face to at least make myself look half presentable, but judging by that, it didn't really work. Make a coffee, have some toast, and get here in time to turn the computer on. So, just made it right in time for kickoff. It is 3-0. Oh, well, I have to take the whiteboard. Hamish took a big hit there. He's good like that. Chester, yeah, man, it is 6 minutes and 37 seconds into the game. There's going to be a line out deep in Scottish territory after they kicked an early penalty after putting England under a decent amount of pressure. That's the second charge down, though, for England. Satoja again. Here in Ireland, only good stream I can get is France 2. Virgin Media keeps buffering. Jeez, that's no good. How do you get on the France 2 one? Do you have to VPN to France? Do you have the Dragons pink kit? I have the Cardiff Blues pink kit. I don't have a Dragons pink kit. Mara's horrible to play against. He's like bamboo, lean but deceptively strong. Yeah. He's an interesting build, because he's not that tall, but he's just tall enough. Rangy. Who's the ref? I think it's Andrew Brace from Ireland. It's actually England's turn to have some attacking play, but they've just thrown terrible loose ball. And Redpath's just hacked it downfield. Duan's not going to be quick enough. Not tall. He's like 6'4". Bro, I'm 6'4". That's not that tall. The locks are all supposed to be like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". Like, he's just tall enough. When you're that tired, you sound like you have a cold. I actually went to bed early, I went to bed like before 10 p.m. I fell asleep pretty quickly. So I should be kind of fresh and raring to go, but I guess on a normal day I would kind of zombie around the house for like half an hour before even talking to anyone. Here it's like coffee and live stream, so slightly different. Oh, there goes Jamie George. Interestingly, Scotland just did that thing where they're going to stand off the maul to make sure it doesn't engage. England didn't advance though, they waited to take the hit, so they kind of double bluffed it. Murray's all about the wingspan. Yeah, man, he's rangy, he's got big limbs, he's able to get over the ball. Keith, man. Morning, Mark. I'm 11 a.m. local time. Texas. Can't watch Scotland without remembering them beat the USA Eagles. Had to get the Peacock app and pay $4.99. $4.99 is not too bad, but is that per game or is that like for the tournament? Man, Scotland are looking lively, let's put it that way. This is the Rugby World Cup kit rather than the new one, but if you're talking about them, that's their special kit, yeah. What are your thoughts for France, Italy? I haven't seen the score, so people have told me about 50,000 random score lines, so I have no idea. It could have been 50 points to 10, could have been 34-25. Apparently, it could have been 24 all cancelled because a streaker came on the field with no mask on. I don't know the score. I only got out of bed at 5:30 to watch this one, so immediately after this game, I will go watch that game. So yeah, preferably not knowing the score. Penalty count is getting pretty hairy for Eddie Jones's guys, has to say. Stalio, good morning. All Six Nations plus the Premiership, bro. That's a good deal for $5. 50 to 10. You sure it wasn't 24 all? It could have been what? What was the other one? 35-24. I don't know the score, so I'm quite happy to be duped into other scorelines until the game comes on my end. Man, if Scotland score here, pressure's on. Quick ball. Scotland's able to get really quick ball. Oh, but they've knocked it on. Joel says, all I've got to say is France won by quite a bit. You could be tricking me. I'm going to keep it in my mind that there's still potential for Italy to win. Thank you for the donation, by the way. But I also know that if Italy had won, virtually every comment at the start would have been, whoa, what did you think about Italy beating France? So, probably go with that. Thank you, brother. Man, what's up with my voice? Need to wake up. It's 50 to 10. Stop telling me it's 50 to 10. Tell me it's something else. Now I'm actually starting to believe it's 50 to 10. I don't want to know. I want to watch it later. France won by 2. See, there you go. First scrum penalty goes England's way. Maybe it was 50 to 10 to Italy. 51-10, 9 to 6, 36-31, 0 all. Bloody hell! If it's 0 all, I may not. Well, I'll still watch it. $50 to 10. I'm starting to think it was 50 to 10. Surely not. You guys are tricking me. Man. Both sides are loving a wee maul at the moment. Maitland. Oh, he's been stripped by Farrell. Hey, Philippe. Hate to be the guy that has to wash those England kits. True enough. All Blacks kits much easier maintenance, hey? Oh, Morrow goes for the charge down again. Doesn't get it this time. Price. Nice little box kick. Has Johnny Majors knocked that on? We will have a scrum. Does anyone know why the cup is named after a place in India? I also wondered about that, Rodri, so if anyone knows the answer, do tell us. France batted first, then it was 150 all out. Italy is on 10 for 2. Right. Scotland beat Wales last year. This is the best chance to beat England since they're without a crowd. That is a fair point, Declan. I think after the Six Nations is done, it'll be interesting to go back and look at the scorelines to see if there is much change on recent years. Because I looked at the Premiership and away teams were certainly scoring more with no crowds. That's true. That's where the cup was crafted. Here we go. Scotland's turn to win a scrum penalty. Well done. Referee's not mucking around a scrum time. He's going straight up. Big VHO says an athletics club in Calcutta during the British Raj went defunct and melted the remaining silver in the treasury into the old Calcutta Cup and donated it to the RFU. There you go. Thank you for the update, mate. God, what the hell's wrong with my voice? Wake up, man. Oh, I told you, almost with an intercept. Bloody hell, he's all over them. He's like 6'4", man. You got to see him coming, Scotland. Didn't expect it to be England on nil after 15 minutes. It's true. God, how's my TV still on the whiteboard? I already moved you. See if that does any better. Patrick says Scotland are looking good. And he's not wrong. Penalties conceded a 7-1. 7-1. Named after a defunct rugby team, Calcutta RFC. There you go. Thank you, Tim. It says get yourself some throat sweets. I do have. Do I have any left? I certainly have some. My throat's not sore. It's just weird. It sounds like I don't know. It sounds like I've got a throat infection, but I don't. Because my throat's not sore. Thank you, brother. Oh, Maitland tried to put it back in field. Not quite. Tim, are you watching with your boy? My boy said he was going to get up and watch it, but yeah, he's more of like an 8 o'clock wake up guy, not 5:30. If I'm dehydrated, I haven't used my vocal cords before I get buried. Yeah, I'm on the same way at the moment, man. Chip and chase for Duhan. No in the touch. Got that relaxed neck when you went to sleep good. I did have a surprisingly good sleep, which is why I'm surprised my throat's so bizarre. Check Twitter. Okay, I was avoiding Twitter. Goodness me, I'm sorry for you guys' ears. To avoid spoilers on the Italy game. What time is it in New Zealand? It's 6:05 now. Game's been on for 20 minutes. Been up since 5:30. My throat maybe is finally just starting to clear. Goodness gracious. I've been abusing you guys' ears this whole morning. Oh, man. Ferguson's knocked it on from a high ball. That's one to May and one to Ferguson. Slade with that left boot. Not into touch. A lot of angle though. Not much angle. Good kick. Morning, Moonlight. And that is commitment. That's right. 5:30, man. I'm tempted to do Wales and Ireland tomorrow, but that's 4 o'clock. Have we seen Johnny May play 13? Have definitely never seen it. Just a pick of me and the boy. Okay, I'll check it in a minute. Hopefully he's not feeling too worried at 3-0. Price is very concerned about the Itoje charge down. He just did 3 little shimmies to see if he could draw him out early, and they failed. If you watch the France versus Italy game, keep an eye on the French scrum half Dupont. He's incredible. That just seems to be standard fare for him, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it after this game. Definitely going to watch it. Possession is 65-35. Man, that box kick went nowhere, but Scotland actually managed to win the line out. They need to protect Price, man. He's getting rattled with the Itoje there. The 9 is literally scared of Itoje. I'm thinking the same thing. He's more thinking about Itoje coming than his actual box kicks, which is, yeah. He's in Price's head, exactly right. Johnny May has a 10.700 meter man. How fast could he go if he sprinted full time? Probably pretty fast. I'm watching on ITV now. I'm watching on Sky here in New Zealand. I pay for it for everything else, so I might as well use it. Highlight of 10 minutes on France TV Sports on YouTube if you want. I will. I'll watch the full game. Thank you, bro. I'll watch the full game after this one, where it's 24 all and a streaker comes on at some point and the game gets cancelled. It's definitely not 50 points to 10. I don't know the result, so I'm telling myself it could be anything. Whoa, messy line out Scotland, but they got it back. Time for the game clock, Stalio, is 23:10. Ali Price has got the ball. He's given it to Finn, who's given it to... Who was that? Was that Chris Harris? Advantage again for Scotland. Man, the line speed of England is still brutal. They're giving Finn Russell no time. Oh, card time. Billy V. Too many penalties. Wow. Andrew Brace is not mucking around. And Scotland go for touch. They want us to turn the screws. Nine penalties in 22 minutes. Yeah, it's almost one every other minute, eh? Too much. Got to win the line out here. England actually compete. It's Itoje. It's not going anywhere despite the extra man, though. Got to get it out. Flat-footed start for Redpath. Xander Ferguson, come on, Scotland. See if you can get a try. Make this game interesting. Matt Ferguson. Hamish Watson. He's over, but he's got to be held up. No way he got that down. I can't take my eyes off the screen. We're going to have a scrum Scotland. Whew. Tim just spilt rum down his white jersey. Was it white rum? I'm guessing not. I think that yellow card, I think he said too many penalties was the main thing. No, it's not white rum. Get it off, man. Get some water onto it. I don't know what the thing is, but get it off now. Did I catch Bristol versus Sale yesterday? I think I saw the scoreline, but I didn't see the game. What do England do here? 8 men and risk the overlap. I think they have to go 7 man and just try to not move the scrum, eh? Just dig in. People tell me Stewart and Genge are 2 of the top scrummagers in England, so they're up against a pretty good pair in Ferguson and Sutherland, but we'll see. Can Scotland handle the pressure? Good question. Just woke up a bit early for rum. Yeah, mine's water after I finished my coffee. Scotland need a breakthrough soon. If Scotland can't score here with the extra man, it's definitely a mental victory to the English. Free kick to Scotland. Games are on tomorrow. Yeah, Wales and France. Not Wales and France. Wales and Ireland's on tomorrow. First Guinness is done for Nemo. Scotland need to score and make this count. I agree, Alistair. 100%. If they score here, it puts a bit of doubt into the English minds. Gives them a bit of self-belief. But if England manage to get away without conceding, and bloody hell, Johnny May is backing down at number 8. That's a sight to see. It looks ridiculous, doesn't it? He just looks too small. Scrum's messy. We're going to have it reset again. Johnny May's probably half the weight of Billy V. Yeah, Billy V is a bit of a unit. Johnny May not so much. Scotland scrum penalty. Jeez, what do you do here? You don't really gain anything from that if you're Scotland. You go another one. Another one. Who got the yellow card? It was Billy Vunipola, Dennis. Billy Vunipola. Johnny May's gifted, but not in the scrum for sure. Yeah, he's not really built for that, eh? Alright, this is pretty messy in terms of ads for the game. Not great at the minute. And in terms of Scotland management of that yellow card time, not great. Think of all the penalties. Yeah, well, England's line speed has been quick, but I guess maybe too quick sometimes. England better get careful or someone else could go. Yeah, although the ref did just say that one was 50-50, so I can't help but wonder if it might have been going England's way. But he couldn't bring himself to do it. I don't know. Sorry, bro, I can't show the game because it's copyrighted, but it's on ITV and ITV for free, or Virgin Media 1, or France 2. Here we go. Scotland, what do you got? Get it to Duhan. Cross kick. Too big. Too big. I think keeping it through the hands was maybe the play there when you got numbers, but oh well. There you go. Damn. Use a VPN, bro, if it's not on in your country. Use a VPN. Oh, Duhan just couldn't quite get to it. Back to halfway for Scotland. More struggling under the high ball. That time it was Farrell. Price. Russell. Here we go. He got numbers. Turner. Oh, just passed it a bit too early, but Duhan's a big unit. He's still going forward. He's held up. He got it. Are you kidding me? Bro, no way. No way he got through there. Bloody hell, he is a unit. What an absolute bulldozer. No rights to score that one. Come on. Jeez. Gotta be kidding me. All starts from a missed high ball from Farrell. I thought Turner just let that go a second early, but maybe he was right because he had another man on him. Duhan keeps going, beats Mark Wilson and rolls over. Bloody hell, that's not easy. Whoa, what a try. As terrible as their previous move was, that one was top stuff. Just missed the kick. Whoa, crazy. Get the pen out. Yeah, man. Bloody hell. April Tui, good morning. How's it going? Good evening for where you are. 31 minutes and 45 seconds in. England are still scoreless. Scotland have got a try and a penalty. How'd he miss that? Well, I don't usually see old Finn Russell goal kicking for Scotland, eh? He's usually had someone else to do it for him. This England performance is awful, says Pathfinder. Still got time. They've just won a penalty, which is a good start. Early for us in New Zealand, yes. Thankfully, my voice has returned to normal, but I sounded at least a couple of octaves lower when I first got out of bed. Take the 3. Should get it. Yeah, you'd think international goal kickers would get close, but tough. Whoa, Vincent. Goodness me, bro. Thank you, brother. That says Australian. Are you up in Australia? Goodness me, if I got up at 5:30, I hate to think what time you had to get out, unless you just didn't go to bed. Cheers, man. Appreciate that donation. Finn Russell's average. Whoa, shots fired. Tim's quite pissed. Not because he's angry, because he's drinking. Here he goes, making up for that knocked on ball from that high kick just before. And he's nailed it. England on the board despite only 20-odd% possession, so that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yellow card's over. My wife's grandma held the World Cup. You have pictures. She lives near Twickenham. Wow, snuck the cup onto High Street. Goodness gracious. It's rum o'clock. Explain that to Little 2 Cents. Once it gets up, I'll explain it to him. Scotland getting under England's skin, putting a lot of pressure on them. And they're getting rewarded by the ref is crucial. Saracens players not playing top club level rugby will have an effect. Haven't Saracens played very little anyway? So a lot of the Saracens guys should be pretty rusty, right? Holy moly. Uh-oh. Oh, being a bit smart there, Scotland. Oh, they put themselves under pressure. That was a bit too casual. Redpath could have been chosen for France, yeah, but he also said he doesn't speak French, so he ruled that out. Sarri's lost again today. Are you kidding me? Come on. Should target Farrell with the high ball. Well, he's made one mistake already. Ali Price doesn't want to kick from 9 anymore. Harris is the man who gets them out of jail, but not by much. What do you think of the English kit? I actually don't mind it. I didn't like the promo picks, but I actually don't mind it. Excited for Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. If you guys didn't hear that news, he's a top league player over here in New Zealand, and he's signed for rugby union for next year. For this year, maybe from Mitre 10 Cup. Yeah, bro, keen to see how he goes. Whether he goes into the midfield or whether he goes into fullback. Good chance for England here, man. If they can score from that casual exit play, which has cost Scotland some territory, that would be pretty heartbreaking for Scotland. But it'd be their own fault. Oh, it's another penalty. They'll at least get 3. Bath is showing how consistency is done. Man, this is a gift for England here. Poor from Scotland, you'd have to say. It's going to be a 2-point game here, surely. Dad is a Bath fan, and making fun of them is funny. As an Irish fan, I have to be grateful we're playing well. Yeah, what's wrong with Bath, man? You guys maybe need to change at the top. I'm not sure, but from what limited games I've seen this year, not the best. What's going on here? Back for a TMO referral? What's going on here? Farrell's had to pick up the kicking tee while we see some potential foul play. Oh, Finn Russell's in trouble. Jeez, the Musk review has just taken the words out of my mouth. Yep. Bro. Mitigation. I think he'll be lucky there, man. He's going to the bin. Bro. That's all come from him and Hogg being too casual with the exit as well. They're their own worst enemies here, man. That's pretty frustrating. Silly, silly, silly. Happy belated Waitangi Day, Mark. Thank you, Patrick, mate. Waitangi Day was yesterday, which was the Saturday. And we get the holiday on a Monday, so I do not have to go to work on Monday. I think England needed that. Scotland didn't need that. They've had the possession, they've had the territory, and they're about to have a 2-point lead like somebody else just mentioned. Bloody hell. Shocking. Silly boy is right. Bloody hell. Finn fancied an early orange slice. He's getting one. He's getting into those oranges before everybody else. He's nailed it. Eight points to 6 with an extra man. Russell is prone to stupidity, says Leonardo. Well, you apparently got that one dead on the money. Scotland in trouble now, says 11J said. Jonathan Mann, yeah, indeed. Indeed. Incredible after this first half that Scotland only lead by 2, Andreas. Absolutely. They'll be gutted. Absolutely gutted. They had to work so hard for the try and they've conceded 2 pretty soft penalties. Whoa, both teams are struggling with high balls. Another penalty for England. Remember the Bledisloe fixture in Brisbane with the 2 cards and stretches of this game where Australia and New Zealand is playing with 13 players? Jeez, what a kick as well. England, right on half-time, are going to be just on Scotland's doorstep, just on the 22. If Scotland go on behind, that'll break them surely. Oh, but they've won the line-out. A little bit of a small mental win that they can get out of jail here. Okay. They needed that last bit. Yeah, England will take 2-point deficit at halftime after that first half. Absolutely. Absolutely. I kind of want to check the match stats, but I'm also worried that I will see the result of France and Italy. I'm worried I'll get spoiled because I don't know the result. Again, if you want to spam random scorelines, do it. But I think I know which one's the right one. Set up for a cracking second half. Absolutely. England v Scotland stats. Let's see if we can get into this without getting spoilers. It's a risk. Preview. England rugby. No. I want the Six Nations. The preview. No. Hate to say this, but told you I predicted a Scottish win. David, man, still early days. Still early days. Still 40 minutes to go. Only 2 points behind. I'll try it. 14-30. Don't show the score. Don't show the score. Don't. Fixtures. Don't show the score. England, Scotland. Whew, good. I managed to get it without looking at the score. Hooray. Super Rugby is back in a couple of weeks for Australia and then another extra week for New Zealand. Mark, man, good morning. How is it going? Gaza said thank you for the hat, by the way. And I thank you for the hats and the jerseys. Let's have a look. Where's the territory and possession stats? Six Nations. Carries 63-23. Wow, England's missed a... Can that be right? Anyway. Imagine a combination of Redpath and an informed Hugh Jones from a couple of years ago. Scotland don't know the meaning of situational rugby, taking those scrums to waste 5 minutes of man advantage, not having a few phases. Yeah, I was a bit surprised taking the scrums when there's no real extra advantage to taking the scrum apart from having all the guys in one place. You're almost better off just tapping the bloody thing. I know you don't want to go for the line out, worried about England's line out steal potential, but yeah, that was more well managed by England, you'd have to say. Stupidity from Finn Russell now as team's under serious pressure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just taking a while to settle into a new game plan. Daily 2 week in defence. Second half subs Mellons to come on early. Earl to run away with the... England's run away with it in the last 20. I'm at half time. Kakinen, as I butcher your name for another week. When Republic of South Africa rugby is back, in what competition is rugby going to take place? Supposed to be the new pro competition, right? But goodness knows why. Oh, it's the Rainbow Cup, sorry. Rainbow Cup. France destroyed Italy. I don't know about that. I don't know the score yet. So it may have been Italy getting a huge upset win over France. You never know. Interesting first half is right, Fleshin. Scotland dominant in a lot of areas, but only 2 points on the scoreboard, plus a bit of a brain fart from Finn Russell. Italy won. Yeah, I thought so. Stats. Key stats. Here we go. Finally found it. Possession 29-71 to Scotland. Interestingly, territory 56-44 to England. Run meters 118 to England, 279 to Scotland. Wow, tackles 76 to 26. 18 missed tackles from England. Jeez, 3 from Scotland. That's 18 missed tackles from England, unless my maths is terrible. Bloody hell. That's a pretty shocking number. Turnovers 1-2-0. Line-out steals 2-0 for Scotland. Yellow cards 1 apiece. Finn knew straight away what he did. Indeed. Silly boy. Van der Merwe is a tank. He had no right to score that try. Absolutely no right. I'm just going to open the curtains because the sun is starting to come up here in New Zealand. It's coming up. Just slightly. Close game so far, man. I'm certainly liking it. I'm certainly liking the look of this game so far. But I think Scotland probably needed at least one more score, and 2 soft penalties to England will make Gregor's halftime team talk a bit tougher. That's where the sun went. Yeah, it's on my side of the planet right now. Or at least the Earth's facing that way. Sport, politics, no Simmons brothers, same old keep capping. Russell's attitude's a bit off. I think him and Gregor Townsend still have issues, eh? I don't think that's 100% like on the same page as yet. Don't know. Scotland actually have a chance. We'll see if they can keep going for the 80 man, but it's England who's certainly been making a lot more tackles, but based on the numbers, you would assume Scotland would have more than a 2-point lead at halftime. Is there vodka in the water? Nah, bro. It's just water. Just water. Interestingly, the Guinness Six Nations website doesn't have penalties conceded on their key stats list. Does anyone have the penalties conceded count? Sarri's boys are very rusty, apart from Maro. Maro's bloody everywhere. Incredible how many penalties England gave up, though. Yeah, man, it was pretty one-sided for a while. I don't know that, apart from one early penalty, I don't know that England were awarded any. Scotland is so well coached. Owen, I'm sensing a wee bit of sarcasm, maybe. "12 penalties for England, 4 for Scotland" on ESPN. Thank you, buddy. All I can say is the red rose on the England jersey looks ridiculous. Come on, man. It's a traditional one. Tradition. It's interesting that Scotland didn't do the same jersey. England went with the whole 150-year anniversary jersey, and Scotland's just like, nah, our regular jersey looks that good. We're not changing it. Scotland setting up perfectly, but the final product, calm down with that final pass. Yeah, the execution there is maybe lacking a bit of, I don't know, lacking a bit of execution, really. Trying to dim the brightness on my screen from that shirt you're wearing. Sorry about that, bro. I can hear my daughter crying, so she is apparently out of bed. Apart from my voice, I think I managed to successfully get up at 5:45, so I am seriously tempted to do the 4 o'clock stream tomorrow for Wales against Ireland, but that means getting up at about 3:45. Only 8 points from 10 penalties. Scotland need to sharpen up. Have you got Ireland or Wales? I think on the old Super Brew, I've gone with an upset Wales win at home, which may be madness. I know I say upset, but it's because the bookies have got Ireland as favourites. Rodri right now at 6:42. 6:42. Yeah, this game I got up at 5:30. Had my breakfast, kick off at 5:45. I managed it not too bad, but if you guys were here earlier, you know my throat was croaky as, but it seems to have come right. Too early for beer. I think it's too early for beer, but if you get up at 3:45, maybe that's still late enough for beer, eh? Maybe that's doable. I don't know. Slight favourites, yeah, it's close. What happened to that update Scotland win you called Dublin in December? I somehow managed to get up at 2:40 for Italy, France. Don't get your hopes up about Italy for that one. Surely Italy, with all those young guns, can show us something. James has also been debating when is it right to have beer. When's it too late? When's it too early? Man, they're showing old Super Rugby at halftime here. They're showing a game where the Blues beat the Crusaders 39-5. Now, that's a long time ago. Willis, Simmons, and Cowan-Dickey all deserve starts. Form matters. I'm not sure how much Eddie Jones picks on form A. He's got his like game plan, and he picks the guys to play the game plan more than he picks the guys on form. Otherwise, you'd have to have Sam Simmons in there for sure, eh? Simmons' brothers play 8 and 10, so maybe that's why they're not in the squad. Yeah, exactly. He's never going to pick anybody above Farrell except for when he plays 4 to 10. And he likes his number 8s big, so I don't know if Sam Simmons is quite fitting the mould despite the form. I would have thought Nathan Hughes has a better chance of getting back in the squad, but I think as Tolly pointed out, when he has played there before, he's not been that impressive at international level. How's Alice Genge going? He's, well, at least England have conceded 2 at scrum time, I think. Italy had good moments, but the French team was just having practice. I don't know the result, so you might be right. I don't know. You might be having me on. Do I think there's going to be a Grand Slam? I doubt it. I doubt it. It's not a red rose. It looks like an awkward colouring pattern. They should have kept the one I'm wearing. I think is it just for this game though, right? It's just for this game. You think Marcus Smith should be playing this Six Nations? Marcus Smith, Joe Simmons. There's lots of choices for 10 in England. If England play like this, I can see a French Grand Slam coming. Hughes would be better than Billy at the moment. He is on form the whole of Bristol. Yeah, bro, I agree, Robert, that from when I've seen him play for Bristol this year, everything's going through Nathan Hughes, man. And he's doing really well. So Here's the build that Eddie you would think would want, but there may be underlying factors there. Who wants malted milk biscuits? Not sure. Second half is underway. I'm at 40 minutes and 30 seconds as I say that. Scotland have got the ball. Maro Itoje is putting in a big old dominant tackle there. But then Hoggy has found a wee gap. Got himself isolated. But, oh man, the England line speed is just ferocious. They're almost travelling at the same speed as the ball. Still 7 minutes left on the Scotland yellow card. If they can just kill a bit of time here, they'll be doing pretty well. They need a halfback. France can't get a Grand Slam because they got beaten by Italy. Thank you for putting that doubt in my mind, as I have not seen that game yet. Eddie's had a hard word, indeed. But Scotland still got the ball. They've almost killed a minute of yellow card time. Well, they have. They've killed a minute and a half of it. I think Eddie Jones probably signed a contract to only only pick the same starting team. Knock on from England, so we will have a scrum. That's good for Scotland. That's a win. That's a win. Scotland go through 11 phases, kill about a minute and a half, and then there's a knock on, so they'll have a scrum. So it's another minute or so. France 50, Italy 10. No. Don't tell me that. It's definitely a different scoreline. I haven't seen it. It's definitely a different scoreline. It's definitely something else. Very nervous for Scotland. Really want them to do well. I think a lot of people like Scotland because they often go as an underdog, but they're still capable of getting those big results. They just don't get them consistently, eh? France 31, Italy 24. There we go. Italy 50, France 10. There. Here we go. Garbisi with a hat trick. Combat the rush defence is the kick over the top. Yeah, there's usually a bit of space if those guys are rushing forward. Oh, it's a free kick to England, and they have just gone quickly. That's how you do it when you're managing the yellow card, right? Don't muck around. Get the game moving. France 14, Italy 32. Bloody hell. I like Scotland. I think they're a great team. I bought a Scotland jersey the last time I was in Edinburgh. Wow, nice. Snaggletooth hasn't seen England play this bad in years. Yeah, it's not been their most clinical performance, you would have to say. But only 2 points behind. Bit of a kicking duel at the moment, so that's good for Scotland. Kill a bit more time. Thought you said you didn't watch the game. How did you know about the Garbisi hat trick? Oh yeah, I know, man. Lucky guess. Man, we're almost 5 minutes into the second half. Yellow card time is really... And Scotland got a penalty. Nice. Scotland Grand Slam coming up. There you go. You need a beer when you watch Italy versus France and try to watch it with Gaz. It will be interesting to hear his thoughts on it. That means I would have to wait until, I don't know, this afternoon. We'll see. Morning, Marius. How are you going, man? How are you going? This is a very interesting watch. It's not the biggest scoring game, but yeah, it's still fascinating. I can hear my daughter is up and about. She doesn't usually come in to watch the rugby. It's my son. Will you be live streaming Wales? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, that game. 4 o'clock in the morning. I am tempted because it's a Monday morning, but it's a public holiday here in New Zealand on Monday. So I can maybe do it. I'm just thinking about what time I'll have to get into bed. Who will win the match? Not sure yet, man. It's still pretty tight. I wouldn't be putting any money on it. England will be the favourites, though. Wales is not worth getting up for, says Tim. What about Ireland, Tim? What about Ireland? How many times will I get to see Johnny Sexton play for Ireland more in my life? Surely not that many. Whoa, was that a bit of a no arms? Or was there arms in there? Certainly got pretty low to the ground. Shots fired indeed, Big V8 show. God, what time is it in Hong Kong for you, man? It must be horrendous. Are you managing to get it on Rugby Pass, or did they get it on Premier Sports? That seems like a bit of a debacle. Scotland, 8 phases. Oh, close. Scotland are only like 2 metres out here. Man down. What are they going to do? Is Duhan? No, Duhan's not going to run it. Johnny Gray. Going to keep coming open side. Advantage to Scotland. Man, this yellow card's worked out pretty well for Scotland, huh? This is all their secret plan. It's only 153 and got Rugby Pass fired up. Oh, okay, 153 is not too bad. Blindside. Johnny Gray again. Oh, it's an intercept. Right. I can hear my daughter crying in the background. She is not happy that Scotland didn't get the ball to Big Duhan over there. Yep, Genge with the no arms tackle on Turner. We spotted it at the time. It was not a good looking one. It's not the same without Sinclair's Banshee yells. What do you do here if you're Scotland? I'm pretty sure Sexton's going to captain Ireland at least till the 2035 World Cup. They're going to take the kick. Wow. I mean, I was pretty downcast on Scotland's chances after that Finn Russell yellow card and being so dominant in that first half and getting comparatively few points to match the stats. But that's a good start. Good start to the second half. If you're an England fan, how are you feeling right now? Side is not the England we know and love. Managed that yellow card brilliantly is absolutely true. Hey Chris, man, how's it going? How many times have we seen Johnny May run with the ball in this game? Not many. Not going well. Tim says piss off. Have some more rum, Tim. He's still got a chance. Need to get it to Johnny May more. Only once for Johnny May thus far. Goodness me. I just haven't had any ball, eh? It's hard to get it to where your wingers if you don't have any ball. Farrell was always going to put a kick through there. Finn Russell with a bit of an awkward kick. Farrell will go up and under. Boomfa, there it is. Easy take for Hoggy. And there he goes. Look at him go. Mad that England have not scored a try yet. I don't know, when was the last time England were kept tryless at Twickenham for the first 50 minutes? Scotland need more points if they want to win this one. Yeah, that's true. Surely England are going to come hard in the last 20. Chris has got the brandy and coke. Cling on to Sexton like Ronan O'Gara until he's a silver fox. He's already going that way, man. English forwards look off the pace. Well, Itoje is everywhere. But, yeah. They're not looking as up there yet. The sun is definitely up. The birds are up. Farrell with some average kicking. Yeah, there was too much distance on that last one. Hogg was able to just get it clean and then attack back. Scotland look like they want it more. They do look very fired up, man. It has to be said. Youngs with a kick. How's this one? Still a bit deep. Maitland's able to get it comfortably and run it back again. If you're going to keep kicking it that deep, man, Scotland's going to run it back at you. Scotland put a kick through. Daly's got a big boot. He'll be out of trouble. Okay. Hogg is up there as player of the match. He's been dangerous. If Scotland win this match, potential Six Nations contenders. Well, if they win this one, the only other away game they've got is France, right? Another penalty for Scotland. Can't see why Wilson was picked over Willis. I think Eddie Jones likes the brutality of old Mark Wilson. Itoje jumping across to interfere with the Scottish jumper. Scotland had their first win in Wales for 10 years last year. Although not at the Principality, that's true. I think it was in Llanelli, right? Now they could be beating England for the first time since '83. We will see. Still early days. It's the aggression that's giving away the penalties. Yeah, so they've just taken Mark Wilson off, which actually may be like sensible. How many penalties has Itoje himself conceded? I'll have to check the stats. But I'm hesitant to look at them lest I get spoiled for the Italy and France result. Oh, he's pushed it. He's just pushed that one wide. Costly missed that one. 83, the year you were born. You and me both, man. You and me both. Russell needed to kick that one. Viable solutions, man. How's it going? This is a crazy game. Scotland could have been 14-6 up, but they've just missed the penalty. So Elliot Daly's going to push it back down to Scotland's end. What a kick from Stuart Hogg. What a kick. What a kick. Maybe he should be player of the match at this rate. Bloody hell. We'll see. There's still a bit of time to go, but man, what a kick. 1, 2, 2 bounces into touch. Whoa. My game time is at 55:06. It's not very often where a kick for touch gets its own note, but man, what's a kick. Jamie George is going off. That kick nearly ended up on the roof of Tesco's. Big line I have for Cowan Dickey. He gets it right. Robson's on as well. Courtney Laws is on. So Eddie Jones has rung the changes. Robson's first kick is a bit of a stinker. Scotland have got the ball. Russell with the most horrendous looking drop goal attempt you will ever see. Jones panicking about making changes early. Sometimes you just need to make the changes if the team's not showing you what you want, eh? Don't know. England are getting warned for another potential yellow card coming if they keep conceding penalties. Worst box kick you've ever seen, followed by the worst drop goal attempt. Yep, neither of those kicks will be on anyone's highlight reel for a good reason. 14 penalties conceded to 4. Big Scottish line out here. 6 metres out from England's line. Does England jump? Yes, they do. They're mauling, but there's bodies on the ground there. They're going to have to go around them. They can't go over them or they'll collapse. How the hell did they keep that up? Has that been collapsed or brought down by Scotland? Ooh, England did well to hold that up. Bloody hell. Connor, what a game. Is right, man. It's close. Big D from England, man. They needed that. If they conceded a try there. Getting on the vodka now. This is a decent game. Awesome game. Yeah, this is one of those games where it's like it's not a high scoring one, but the tension is real. Yeah. Scotland are guilty of not taking their chances. That is legit. If they conceded like an 80th minute try to lose it, they'd only have themselves to blame at this point, but there's still 20 minutes to go before that. 3 big chances for Scotland, so annoying. They have England by the scruff of the neck, but not taking the chances. Yeah, man. They got to go for the kill, but not quite able to get it done. Bloody hell, the scrum's under horrendous pressure. What a get out of jail there from England. Is that Watson's first run? Bloody hell, we haven't seen his name at all. Tim says just need one try. And you're right, man. You just need one try. Robson needs to have a better kick on here. That's a bit better. Yeah, Eddie Jones doesn't look like a happy chappy. Gregor Townsend shuffling around with a bit of nervousness. Scotland deserve to win, but they have a habit of blowing it. That's the kind of the vibe I'm getting. You're knocking on the door. You can't quite put them away. You leave yourself open to a brutal counter at the end. The All Blacks, I say this as an All Blacks fan, we've done it to countless teams who've had us by the scruff of the neck for ages. Just not quite put us away, and we come back and steal it at the death. This game does have that kind of vibe to it, but anyway, we'll see. Maybe like the next try will do it, eh? If Scotland gets one, maybe hard. Knocked it on though, Scotland. Finn Russell, oh no, it was Ford. Wasn't a knock on. Ford pass. Both teams are desperate not to lose rather than to win. Last 20 minutes. Yep, we are into the 60th minute. 60 minutes and 40 seconds. Sun has come up since 5:30. I can probably turn the lights off in a minute. Like against Ireland in 2013. Yep, that was one of them. We probably shouldn't have won that one, but man, did we get a chance at the end and then a double chance at the kick. Oh, big England scrum. Big England scrum. They got advantage from that. Back for the penalty. Maybe that's a momentum shifter for England. Jeez, they were ferocious at that one. Oh yeah, Sutherland popped up and they just started going backwards. The time over here, mate, is 7:11. I crawled out of bed at 5:30. Made coffee at about 5:35. Toast was ready by 5:40. And I was here at 5:45, just in time for kickoff. Johnny made a score the winner, says nice food takeaways. Might be right. Harry Williams come on. Couple of Exeter players on at the front row then. Here we go. England finally a chance to attack in the second half. They're actually in Scotland's half. Oh, they knocked it on. Man. I don't know what to say about that. That was pretty bad. Daly's going to boot it. But they're kicking it straight to Scotland's players, man. That was just a bit aimless. But then Scotland have kicked it out on the full. Man, Russell maybe needs to go off. I hate to say that. New front row for Scotland. Got a horrible feeling this will be the final score. That's a debut for Dave Cherry, isn't it? Or is he even on? Did they only bring the props on? Oh, maybe they brought on Gary Graham. Too many mistakes? Yeah, for sure. Jim Hamilton's younger brother on. Russell's been pulled. Wouldn't be surprised if he cost Scotland the game. Yeah, you wouldn't have thought so, eh? But he's not been the best. Whoa, and that kick just rolls into touch. Russell's done for 30. Did they sub him? I didn't see that. Hogman is just on absolute fire. Everything he's touching at the minute's turning to gold. Gold. Apparently it's raining a lot, but I can't see. Oh, there you go. You can see it on the ground cameras. That was an EA Rugby 2005 Johnny Wilkinson kick. Classic old EA Rugby games, eh? Oh, hold on a second. Jeez, who's calling this time of day, man? Too early for that. Look at that beard. That is a hell of a beard. Problem with Russell, he can be excellent or the worst. Oh, Jamie Ritchie's off. Richie Gray's on. What's going on? Scotland have got the ball on about halfway. It's 11 points to 6. We've had one try and the rest has been penalties. There's been some uncharacteristically sloppy performances from a few fellas. It's raining. Probably ITV calling for a decent commentator. Oh, nah. Surely not. Man, this is getting scrappy now. Oh, but England have won a penalty. That's a good get out of jail for them. Right. 14 minutes to go, almost 13. England, if they've got a trick up their sleeve, need to start thinking about playing it. Oh, yeah. Burnell's come on. Billy V's off. 84% successful tackles for England. That's low. Yeah, bro, that's low. That is very low. Oh, Dave Cherry is on now for his debut. Pressure game. If he gets a big line out on his debut, we'll see. Boring game will not help me wake up. At least it's close, man. At least it's close. France are watching this and laughing. What's going to happen here? England. We haven't seen much of their play with ball in hand. Farrell goes back the other way. Johnny Hill. Again, just stopped. First up. Farrell. When do you bring the magician George Ford on? Best number 10 in the world, right? I'm watching this and crying. Goodness me. 8 phases for England. They're not really going anywhere thus far. They're going backwards, if anything. Out the back. To Ben Earl. Anthony Watson, probably his second carry of the game. Farrell's having a shocker. Yeah, he probably should go off. Ford the best here. I'm just having a laugh seeing as Squidge did that video the other day. Which I'm still wondering if it was just a bit of a troll. Oh man, 12 phases. Robson puts it through because nothing else is going on. And it's too big. Does Eddie have an attacking plan? Well, in recent times, England have just put balls in behind, right? That's been their thing. They don't really play that much with ball in hand. They just like putting teams under pressure by kicking the ball through. But when they've had to go through the hands there, it wasn't really happening. Squidge had to be trolling there, maybe. England's attack looking too predictable. Scotland got the ball back. So George Ford's gone off, which means Farrell's going to go to 12. Did I say Ford was off? Ford is on. Lawrence is off. Can we see my notes? My notes, you would not be able to read them. It's mostly just the main things that happened during the game that I thought was important. When did you hit 30,000 subs? Oh, bro, that was yesterday, actually. Yeah, pretty pleased. Pretty chuffed. Forgot to mention it. Scotland's defence, yeah, man, it's been good. It's been really good. 10 minutes to go. This is what, at least in New Zealand, we would call squeaky bum time. I don't know if that's a saying throughout the rest of the world. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Just subbed, good man. Here we go. Oh, England had numbers, maybe, but they knocked the ball backwards. They've still got it, though. Farrell hasn't played a while and it shows. That might be a thing, eh? Oh, and Scotland have won a penalty. Whoa, massive. Massive. But, God, you wish they had a 50-metre goal kicker right now. Because they're right on halfway. Thank you, April Tui. Very pleasing indeed. You say it as well. Okay, so it's not just New Zealand saying... I said judder bars. Like, my street's got judder bars the other day, and then I realised that's apparently only a New Zealand thing, so it's never one to know if it's just a New Zealand thing or not. He's not going for that shot, surely, in the rain. Thank you, Star Leo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hoggy. Of course, Hoggy can have a crack. Thanks, Chris. Obano is on. That's good news. Although a bit of an awkward one for him to come on. Hog takes the long kicks. Yeah, I don't know how that slipped my mind. Of course he does. Here he goes. Nah. Nah. He's missed it wide. Now what Scotland has to do... What was that? Like NZ, and they finally gets France. They need to run down the clock, slow play. Man, Scotland are just leaving that door just open enough, eh? That door is just open enough for England to walk through it. God, you'd be pissed off if you're a Scottish fan and you end up losing this in the last minute to a try. Where's Franz Stein when you need him? Yeah. Yeah. Next score wins. Probably, mate. Probably. My leg is already kind of twitching in nervous anticipation for how this one is going to finish. Watson under that high ball is secure. England won a penalty, but they haven't got it. Scotland has just kept the ball there under pressure. Want Scotland to win here as much as I want Ireland to win tomorrow, says James. Scott Steele with the box kick. Still a bit big, but they wanted the distance. England, what has your attack got in store? It's got Youngs with a kick over the top. But Gary Graham's got the ball with the big beard. I'll need to revise my predictions. I picked England to win this one for sure. Definitely. England are waking up. Maybe. They need to. They've only got 6 minutes to get it done. But Scotland are definitely playing in survival mode at the moment. I don't think they want to take any risks, which will probably feed England a lot of the ball because Scotland want to play territory. What do we got from England here? Is that a maul? They've held him up. They've held him up. Scotland ball. Oh, man. They literally held him in the air on that one. Far out. Time left. It's just clicked over to 75 minutes. Johnny May's carry was a bit too high. Oh, my son's here. Do you want to come watch the rugby?
Yeah. Mama gave me a different colour plaster.
Okay. Here you go.
Thanks.
There's 5 minutes left.
Okay.
Yeah, only 5 minutes. England is on 6 points. Scotland's on 11 points.
I think Scotland's gonna win.
He thinks Scotland's going to win. There you go. Right. The guys are saying good morning to you, by the way.
Good morning.
There you go. Watson's is off. Mellons is on.
Scotland.
What's that?
Which team? Scotland.
Scotland's in the blue. England's in the white.
I think that's more like black.
It's very dark blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can call it a bluey black.
A bluey black, yeah. And black teams usually do pretty well, right? Like the All Blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watson's been quiet, yeah, man. He hardly had anything. Even from Glasgow, it's 11 points to 6. Scotland are leading, and there's less than 5 minutes to go. He sounds cute. Good morning, 2 cents, Junior. April Tui also says good morning to you, by the way.
Good morning.
Chris also says good morning.
Good morning.
Have you had your breakfast yet? No.
I
Just got up?
just woke up.
Okay. We'll have breakfast after this game, eh? There's only 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
Free kick to Scotland. What do you do here? Oh, Tim. Tim's asked me to get you some lollies. And he gave me some money for it.
Ooh, that's good.
That's good. That's good. Tim, he likes that. Do you want to say thank you to Tim?
Thank you, Tim.
There you go. You've got a fan, Tim. Cheers, buddy. Okay, I was kind of talking about the sweets. Did Johnny May just knock that into touch from the free kick?
And Dada,
Yeah.
also don't forget to buy Alice lollies.
Don't forget to buy Alice some lollies. Okay. Tim says you're welcome, by the way. Somebody tell me. So they kicked it from the free kick and Johnny May knocked it into touch. Was he trying to keep it in or something? He knocked it on. Ah. Right. Tension is real here. Do you set for the drop goal or do you just go through the phases and just keep the ball down that end? What do you do here? Just not clicking today. Drop goal time. Eddie Jones is twitchy, man. I'm twitchy. Anything could happen here.
Dada, I think you have to change into the black blue jersey.
You want me to put that jersey on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it on. Probably I'll put it on in about 5 minutes when I do a video.
Because you think they'll win?
It looks like they're going to, but there's still 2 minutes for the white team to change it. No attacking plan. Yeah, maybe too many Saracens guys. Like people said, they're a bit out of form with no game time. Yeah, my son's telling me to put on a Scotland jersey. A minute and 20 to go. Is anybody in the pocket? Or do you just keep the ball and just run the clock? Droppy, says Star Leo. I'm also inclined to go droppy, but then if you miss it, You give them one last chance. Oh, here. No. Nah, that was a terrible pass. Terrible pass. That pass was like above his head. 12 phases. Scotland are doing their best to give me a heart attack. They dink it through. Yeah.
Did you know what I saw? I saw a grubber kick.
You did. Ah.
Then does soccer.
Hogg is man of the match. Yep. Yep.
Do soccer players play on concrete?
No, they play on grass.
But then how can they do this?
What do you mean?
Like throwing the ball and hitting it.
Oh, that's basketball.
Do they play on concrete?
On wood floors. Right, one last chance for England. Big scrum needed. Use it. Oh man, somehow Scotland have given England one last chance to go length of the field and win it. That's unbelievable. How has Scotland not wrapped this all up already? Can England go 40 metres, 50 metres and score a try? Oh, they can't kick it here. Oh, the tension's brutal. Are you Holy man. Scotland won. Little man, you've just seen Scotland beat England in England. I don't think that's ever happened since I was a boy. It's been a long time. Oh my goodness.
Which team win?
Scotland. He doesn't appreciate how big a result that is, but oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Scotland. Holy moly.
Which one's Scotland?
The one in the dark blue. Far out. Yeah, David, you called it, man. You said too many Saracens players and too many big names out, I think. Whoa. Better team by far. Even Scotland's execution was a touch poor, and they should have done it earlier, but they still did it, so you can't criticize them.
Raining.
Yeah, it's raining there. Far out. Wow. Good game. Man, no crowd factor. Stuart Hogg's amazed. Deserved man of the match for him. I will be putting that top on in a minute. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Far out. Should have won by more is right. Cameron Redpath, what a debut for him. Wanted to play for England, I guess, probably. Decides to opt for Scotland, and bam, he's not going to regret that decision today. Amazing, well deserved. Not a good day to be a Bath and an England fan. Yep. What's a game, guys? Crazy close. Deserved. Deserved for Scotland. Geez, where's that leave the Six Nations? France? Are they now the favourites? Are Scotland in with a sniff? Come on, man. Jeez. Am I forgetting about Wales and Ireland? Don't know. Madness. Alright, guys. I am going to give this game a quick recap shortly. And then sort out your breakfast. Then I'm going to watch Italy and France a bit later. But yeah,
Dada,
Yeah.
is it a final?
It wasn't a final, but it sure felt like a final, eh? He's nodding. Yeah. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves. Congratulations to Scotland. That's a big, big, big result. You guys all take care of yourselves. And, yeah.
Dada.
Hopefully, I'm thinking I have to do Wales and Ireland tomorrow. So if you guys are up and I manage to crawl out of bed before 4, then I'll see you guys again for that one. You guys all take care. See you.